Thanks very much, everybody. So we'll just run through quickly Fury Gold Mines, time constraints and everything. So any questions or anything after, we're at booth 232. So come by and we'll get into more detail. Standard disclaimers, forward-looking statements, resource terminology. Just encourage everybody to go to the website and read this because there'll be some forward-looking statements made as we go forward. Why Fury? Unlike some other juniors in the space, we're up 100% since our low in October, 65% in 2023 alone. We're back up to where we were this time last year. We're well financed with over $10 million in the bank, and we're a fundamentally different company than we were last year, so we feel there's still a lot of value in the company. We've completed a 17,000 meter drill program in 2022. We've brought in Agnico and a major US institutional investor into the story. We sold our Homestake resource project to Dolly Varden Silver, which you can see there. We still maintain a 23.5% ownership at Dolly Varden, and today's news out from them are that's valued at $60 million for us right now. We also cleaned up a joint venture with Newmont, so we're 50-50 joint venture partner with them, just south of their Éléonore mine in Quebec. Strong team, we can go into this, but we have a good management team, and we're backed by a really strong board, open communication between everybody, and then some really strong strategic advisors in the space. Where we're located, so we have two resource stage projects, one being in Committee Bay and Nunavut, which we have 1.3 million ounce global resource, which is broken into indicated 525,000 ounces at 7.8 grams and an inferred of 720 ounces, and then a PEA stage project in northern Quebec in the James Bay region, where again it's 808,000 ounces measured and indicated and 450,000 ounces in the inferred category. So our goal has been to grow that. Just touch on Dolly Varden here quickly. Updated numbers, their market cap is now 250 million, so our 23.5% of that is worth 60 million to us, and that sort of sets us apart. It's a big chunk of change that we have. We took a little bit off the top last year, so that's why we're financed through 2023 here, and lots of opportunity there. And we believe in the story. We've got our CEO and our Chief Geological Officer sit on the Dolly Varden board, and obviously Hecla's sitting there surrounded it, and they have a 10% equity position as well. ESG, we went out and we got third-party audited by Digby. So we're just on top of it, but we wanted to have that third-party idea of where we sat. And obviously the nice thing about a third party is they tell you what you're doing good, but they also tell you what you're doing bad, what you can work on. And that's where we're really looking to improve on the ESG side. Northern Quebec, Hydro-Quebec has put in a lot of infrastructure throughout the years, so our deposit, we can drive to it. You can back a truck right up to it. We got power lines close by. We're 57 kilometers south of Newmont's Éléonore mine, and then our joint venture project with Newmont is just south of that. The Eau Claire property, this is our flagship property, so cored by the resource, the big red box there with the Eau Claire above it. That's where 90% of the work's been done historically, and even by us, to be honest. But recent exploration out at Percival and along the trend, we've identified some really good targets, and we drilled 6 of those targets in 2022, 4 of them being around the resource but not in the resource, and then the other 2 being out by Percival. What that looks like is, not focusing in on the resource and drilling outside of it. This is a block model of our resource. We've extended the mineralized footprint by over 25%. Our hit rate has gone up. When you compare the historical drilling through the resource, including the measured and indicated portion, their hit rate was 35%. Since we've acquired it and redid the targeting, reinterpreted the geology, we're now hitting at a 55% hit rate, above resource grade, above 2 meter width. So we're really extending that. We've extended it shallow, we've extended it deep. So now we're going to backfill that in as we go forward. Out at Percival, this was a 2018 discovery, and we went back out there this year and we drilled, again, we reinterpreted the geology, looked at the geophysics, put everything into 3D, and we saw some potential down plunge. All 5 of the holes we put into this hit, so that's 100% hit rate out here, and obviously 8.5 grams or 8.05 grams over 13.5 meters being the highlight. So that's 85 meters outside of any historical drilling. It's wide open. We drilled the deepest and the westernmost hole into this. It's 14 kilometers away from Eau Claire, and it could be a very nice mineralized pod to be accretive to that story as we go forward. The interesting part about that is we did a geochemical survey over the entire Percival stratigraphic trend, and we came up with 14 targets, and the Percival target that we've drilled only represents one of those targets. So there's a lot of potential out there to go and make additional discoveries out along that trend. Jumping up to the joint venture with Newmont. So this was a 3-way joint venture at the start of the year. With Newmont, we bought out the third party, and now it's we have a slight majority, but it's essentially a 50-50 joint venture with Newmont, with Fury as the operator and manager of it. We've taken historical data, refined it, and gone out, infill soil sampled. We've come up with 9 geochemical targets that are drill ready, and we hope to be drilling those this year with our joint venture partner. Up in Nunavut, we have Committee Bay, massive land package, over 300 kilometer long greenstone belt. We own 100% of it. We're the only company up in that area. We're 300 kilometers north of Agnico, and we've had a good hit in our last drill hole in 2021 with 14 grams over 10 meters, 18 grams over 3 meters, and 23 grams over 1 meter in 3 separate zones in that hole. It's kind of opened everything back up to us up there, and we're excited to get back up there. Current market cap, 127 million, 10 million in the bank. Fully diluted, yeah, all that sort of stuff's up there. We're covered by a few analysts there, so watch it. And again, just to kind of close out, up 65% on 2023 alone, 100% from our lows through October, and a fundamentally different company with the sale of Homestake to Dolly Varden. We brought in Agnico and a U.S. institutional investor for a $11 million private placement at no discount to the market, no warrants. We've extended mineralization at Eau Claire by 25%, and then we've had a good hit out at Percival. So look for more news as we go forward there in 2023. Some near-term catalysts. Just like I said, some additional drilling. We're going to get back out there here in the early year here. We've got some geochemical studies from Lac Clarke and the joint venture that are still to come out. So we've got some news to come out here between now and PDAC. And then we're just kind of finalizing our corporate plan for 2023 of what that budget's going to look like. Thank you very much for your time.